Hey everyone, Zype Explains here. Today we're diving into the often misunderstood world of schizophrenia. It's a chronic mental illness that affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Imagine your brain playing tricks on you. People with schizophrenia are just like anyone else. There are friends, family members, and neighbors. Let's learn more to foster empathy and understanding, break down the stigma, and shed light on this complex condition. Schizophrenia can manifest in many different ways, but there are some common symptoms that give us clues into what's going on inside the brain. One of the most well-known symptoms is hallucinations. Imagine hearing voices whispering your name, even though no one's around, or seeing things that others can't see. That's what hallucinations can be like. Then there are delusions, which are strongly held beliefs that aren't based in reality. For example, someone might believe they have superpowers, or that they're being followed by the government. These experiences can be incredibly real and frightening for the person experiencing them. On top of that, schizophrenia can also affect a person's thinking and behavior. They might have trouble concentrating, organizing their thoughts, or following conversations. Their emotions might seem blunted or inappropriate for the situation. It's like their internal compass is a bit off, making it hard to navigate the world around them. Now, let's clear up some common misconceptions about schizophrenia. First of all, it's not a split personality disorder. That's a completely different condition. Schizophrenia is about a disruption in thinking and perception, not about having multiple identities. Second, people with schizophrenia are not inherently violent or dangerous. In fact, they're more likely to be victims of violence than perpetrators. It's important to remember that mental illness doesn't equate to violence. Another myth is that schizophrenia is caused by bad parenting or childhood trauma. While these factors can play a role in mental health, they don't cause schizophrenia. Research suggests that it's a complex interplay of genetic and environmental factors that contribute to the development of the illness. And lastly, schizophrenia is not a life sentence. With the right treatment, including medication, therapy, and support, people with schizophrenia can live full and meaningful lives. Navigating daily life. Living with schizophrenia can be incredibly challenging. Imagine trying to hold down a job, maintain relationships, or even just get through the day when your thoughts and perceptions are constantly being distorted. It's like trying to run a marathon with a broken leg. Everyday tasks that most people take for granted, like grocery shopping or taking public transportation, can feel overwhelming and anxiety-provoking. The stigma surrounding schizophrenia can also make it difficult for people to seek help or talk openly about their experiences. They might fear judgment, discrimination, or even losing their jobs or relationships. That's why it's so important to create a society that's understanding and supportive of people with mental illness. We need to break down the barriers that prevent people from seeking help and create a culture where it's okay to not be okay. A glimpse into lived experiences. To understand schizophrenia, listen to those who live with it. One woman described her hallucinations as a radio stuck between channels. She felt isolated, trapped in her own mind. Another man shared his hospitalization during a psychotic episode. He described the fear and confusion of being restrained. He faced stigma, treated differently after diagnosis. These stories show the diverse experiences of living with schizophrenia. Behind the diagnosis are real people with hopes and dreams. The power of support. So, how can we support those living with schizophrenia? First and foremost, by educating ourselves and challenging our own preconceived notions about mental illness. We need to be willing to listen to people's experiences without judgment and offer our support without trying to fix them. Practical support can make a world of difference too. Helping someone with everyday tasks like grocery shopping, cooking, or cleaning can ease the burden and reduce stress. Encouraging them to attend therapy sessions or support groups can provide a safe space to connect with others and develop coping mechanisms. And most importantly, simply being there for someone, offering a listening ear and a shoulder to cry on, can make them feel seen, heard, and valued. A beacon of hope. Schizophrenia is a complex and challenging illness, but it's not a hopeless one. With the right treatment, support, and understanding, people with schizophrenia can live full and meaningful lives. We've come a long way in our understanding of mental illness, but there's still much work to be done in terms of breaking down stigma and improving access to care. By working together, we can create a world where everyone feels supported, valued, and empowered to live their best lives. regardless of their mental health challenges. Remember, behind every diagnosis, there's a human being with their own unique story to tell. Let's listen with open hearts and minds and work towards a future where mental illness is met with compassion, not judgment.